Hello, ladies and jelly spoons. Welcome to the Game Dojo. I'm your host, the Game Ninja. You know where you are, and you know what you was looking at. That, believe it or not, was the Sega Genesis. The year was 1989, and in America, the Nintendo had put out a presence and established dominance in a way that no game company had ever done before. Now, while the Sega Genesis was not the first console for Sega, it was one of the first groundbreaking 16-bit systems to challenge Nintendo and rival them and begin the war, the great console wars of the late 80s, early 90s. If you don't know what I'm talking about, some of the commercials was Genesis does, can't do this on Nintendo. Sega does what Nintendo don't. This was one of the first eras where actual branding was geared towards your competition. Nintendo made it known that Sega was old school and couldn't compete with the power of the NES or the Super NES, because the very next year, after 1989, the Super Nintendo came out, and its biggest competition would be the Sega Genesis. Now, while the Sega Master System or any other subsequent Sega systems before the Genesis, they were not seen as a threat to Nintendo at all. So when the Sega Genesis came out, Nintendo didn't see them as a threat. Oddly enough, this would be a mistake, because the Sega Genesis went right for the throat of Nintendo. And for many years, that war would be a great marketing campaign, because in the end, both Sega and Nintendo won. Both of them. Sega later on lost the console wars and just became a manufacturer of games and IPs, while Nintendo went on even to this day in 2025, literally just dropping the NS2, Nintendo Switch 2, about a month ago in June. There's rumors that Sega wants to come back and is coming back with a new system. I hear in Brazil, Sega is still rampant and high and amazing, and across the pond overseas. But Nintendo bought a lot of Sega's IPs, and even on the Nintendo Switch online service, you will find a Sega Genesis system. So what better way to defeat your enemy than assimilating them into your collective? So now Sega being part of the Nintendo name and brand is an ironic end for, at one time in the years of 1989 to 1990, Sega would prove to be the biggest enemy of Nintendo, and Nintendo against Sega. Why do I bring this up? Because as you just saw on that picture, if you guys didn't, I'll show you again. Today's retro game system right out of the vault. I almost had a brain meat moment where like the singles crossed up. It's Sega Genesis. You see my Sega wall. You always see me pointing to the Sega wall. You always see the Sega Genesis cartridges on that wall. And today is the day that Nintendo paved the way for Sega to have the spotlight. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Nintendo may have started the fight, Sega may have instigated it, and no matter how it turned out, both of them are on my platform, both of them I own, and both of them are represented in my Game Dojo. Because in the Game Dojo, no matter who fought against who, what console war went after which console war, some of y'all don't even know some of the consoles that was in the war. Like, everybody looks at the gigantic consoles that were fighting the battle. PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo. Not too many people knew about Sega, which is horrible, because Sega is one of the strongest competitors and still is today. It's just behind the scenes. But who knew about TurboGrafx 16, NEC? Who knew about the Panasonic 3DO Reel? Did you guys even know that Sega did the 32X, the Sega CD, the Dreamcast? Like, Sega had way more systems that still came out. The sad point is some of them were absolutely phenomenal, some of which I may jump into today, but right now we're going to start on one of my favorite systems, because in 1985, 86, we wanted the Nintendo for Christmas. But in 1989, when Sega donned its banner and came out and showed us from commercial to commercial what it could do and what Nintendo don't, let me tell you something. My eyes gleamed with the spotlight of something else on the horizon. It had been years since a new console had come out, excuse me, and I was like, you know what, man, I'm Team Nintendo. Screw that Genesis. I kind of like it. I like what they're showing. I see all these commercials, but I want to be a Nintendo banner boy. And then, as you guys may have known if you're on my channel, my mother and father had split up, so it was like part-time with my mom, part-time with my father. And of course, he wanted something for the kids to play, so he bought a Sega Genesis. So now, the best of both worlds, because my scheming was one day, some way, his Genesis is going to be mine. He played us in it, and we killed him in Mortal Kombat and a bunch of games. I got Mortal Kombat up on the wall. That's the reason why Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3 is up on that wall, because I used to play with him and destroy his dreams and yank out his spleen and catch him on fire. It was an amazing time. But I knew one day that Genesis would be mine, because I had to experience Sega Genesis, not just on a part-time basis, but I needed to date it for real. We needed to have a relationship. And that day came when I got his Sega Genesis, and he bought something else. I forget what he bought, but he bought something else, and that Sega Genesis became mine. And since then, that Sega Genesis has held a home. The original Sega Genesis, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me see if I can tilt you over. That is the original Sega Genesis right here. The original. Still RF switch, still the same modulator, everything. Even the controller, even that original controller, everything is still OG original. I also have a stack of games here to host our gameplay today, along with everything up there on the wall. So, just like I did before, I have a chat up, and my chat is on the side. Now, there's only like 16 people in it right now, so it's okay. I don't care. If one person shows up, if no person shows up, I'm still gonna game. But I'm glad that, you know, a couple of dozen people is in the chat. And we've already gotten my question was, what game do you want to see first? Because we're gonna play some games, but my question was, what do you want to see first? And overwhelmingly, the #1 response was NBA Jam, which I happen to have right here. NBA Jam. Now, this game, and I don't know if y'all remember like the spine and the back of these things, but NBA Jam, I'm dropping everything all over the place. Damn, my bad. Nothing is broke, we still good. NBA Jam was an arcade sensation. Matter of fact, if you want to know how strong NBA Jam was, if you just say a few phrases, anybody who ever played this in an arcade or at home instantly knows what you're talking about. I'll give you a few right now. Is it the shoes? Puts up a brick? No good. Oh my, he's on fire. Whoa, boom shakalaka. The energy that this game put forth was more, because we had tons of basketball games. We had tons and tons of basketball games. But NBA Jam wanted a premise of fun, excitement, and it brought back an enthusiasm for basketball games like no one had ever dreamed. Even to this day, this arcade comes out. You can find this arcade, I think Arcade 1-Up makes it. You can find it in Walmarts. Like, to this day, NBA Jam is still the king on demand. Now, there were many reiterations of NBA Jam after it came out, but this one will always be the original, and it will always be home in my heart, because when I first got this on the console, we played this around my neighborhood with everybody for, I don't know, man, like every Friday. We going over Shaquan's house. Every Friday, we going over Eric's house. Every Friday, we going on Pete's house. Every Friday, we going on Timothy's house. Every Friday, we was going somewhere to bust this game. And if they ain't have it, and they had a Genesis, yo, I'm bringing this joint over. We gonna bust some NBA Jam. Now, they also did Sonic and Mortal Kombat, because there was a ton of Sega Genesis game. But the first one, requested by you guys in the group chat, was NBA Jam. So I'll tell you what, we gonna pop this baby out, take the cartridge, pop it into that original Sega Genesis right there on this old school monitor, and we gonna check the juice to see what shakes loose. So I want you guys to sit back, relax with your favorite bag of snacks, and get ready for these game tracks. Because I am the Game Ninja, this is In the Vault, and we go back to Sega Genesis. Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, even Biggie was quoting Sega Genesis, baby. Let's do this. Okay, something funny happened. I was actually looking at my cartridge for NBA Jam before I put it in, and I'm like, why does it look so different? So I went and I opened up my NBA Jam box, and I was like, wait a minute, NBA Jam is already in there, because I forgot this joint right here, which I pulled off my other wall. This is the tournament edition, and this is the regular edition. So I don't know. I can't decide which one to play. So let's try a little bit of both. See what the big difference is. By the way, if you were wondering, yes, this one goes up there on that wall. That's where the empty space is. That's where this NBA Jam goes. If you're looking at my other one, right over there, that's where the tournament edition one came from. Next to my Killer Clowns. So let's pop this in. Let's go first. We're gonna do the original first. Okay, so we're gonna turn the TV on. TV's on. Put this joint up right here. Take my controller off. That we're using a 3-button controller, in case y'all didn't know. And we gonna pop it out. Pop it out. Oh, I still got the booklet in this one too. That booklet, I don't know. See, a lot of people don't know, but back in the day, come on out of here. Come on out. Here we go. Put you here for a second. Stay Hercules. Back in the day, they came with these little game manuals. These little game manuals had like little inserts, checklists, told you what characters was in the game, courts, strategies. Like it did a lot. It showed you a lot. So that's what these books were. These books are amazing. You can't find them. They're probably worth money today, but you couldn't really find these anymore. All right. I shouldn't have to blow it, but just in case there's any dust in it, I did. We're gonna pop it in right here. All right, and we're gonna hit power on. Instant boot up. Instant boot up. Let's see you guys do that with a PlayStation or Xbox almost 40 years later. Y'all see that? That's what I'm talking about right there. Look at that. I love the clarity though. Clarity's amazing. Sorry, I had to close my curtain because the sunshine was. There we go. Sunshine was beaming in a little too hard. Look at that. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? Hold on. All right, y'all ready to get it on? And we're gonna pick our team. Chicago, baby. All right, y'all, you ready to get it on? You ready to get some Sega Genesis on? Oh yeah. I gotta get the buttons. Alright. There we go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Get it up in here. Damn. I'm trying to figure out how to, see, sir, that's pass. I'm trying to see how to dunk. I think I just gotta get in a certain area and do it. Was the first one didn't have turbo? Well, that was an alley-oop that went. Bro, what is going on here? He just yammed it in. Bro, why aren't you dunking? Bro, why are you just all jump shots? Where's this jamming? Are you kidding me? They only up by one though. They only up by one. Alright, so I'll tell you what you do. I'm gonna hit the reset button. Can y'all see that down there? I'm gonna hit the reset button right here. And we're gonna turn it off. I'm gonna take this joint out right here. Take it open. Gonna pop it right back in. I'm gonna put that joint over there. And we gonna put Tournament Edition up in there. Alright, we'll pop it in there. See if we can do it 2 for 2. Power on. Yo, Sega got it rolling today. Putting them on and they just booting right up, yo. Now, this is Tournament Edition, so automatically, instead of screen being blue, it's purple. So let me let y'all zoom in and get a little bit of that gameplay as well.
Oh my, he's on fire!
Oh my, he's on fire! I ain't gonna lie, I kind of like that. That is a cool picture right there. I like the TV fuzz and everything. Alright. Y'all ready?
Welcome to NBA Jam!
We still gonna pick Chicago. I like Kukoc. He be busting them threes. I should have picked Pimpin', but I didn't pick Pimpin' for some reason.
Bulls versus the Heat.
We're gonna start off with this viewpoint and then I'll pull it back in a second.
Here's the tip. From the outside. Yeah!
Oh my god, go ahead.
For two!
Okay, I saw the turbo button now. See, there's that boom shakalaka.
Count it.
Oh my God, that 3. Told you. My boy Kukak. Bro, I'm trying to get you to yam it in. You ain't yamming it.
Head fake. The rebound. The pound.
Oh, told you, man. Kukak. Oh my God, bro.
The pound.
Oh, so you're gonna show you I can bust 3s too? All right. Oh, how he gonna miss that? Bro, how you gonna go up for a jam and miss that? Did I pick wrong when I chose you? Bro, you did it! You missed it again?
Head fake. Head fake. Wide open. No good.
Bro, oh my God.
For 2.
You making it baskets in, but if you keep...
For 2. The rebound. Head fake. Ugly shot. The rebound.
I catch you on that one. All right, so they murdered me on that one. There was no coming back. All right, so we over here busting some Sega Genesis right now, and they kind of busted us on that one. I ain't gonna lie, it was still good, but they busted on us one. So I'm gonna hit reset right there. I'm gonna hit power off, and I'm gonna take NBA Jam Tournament Edition off. Let me move that remote control, the remote control. All right, let me put the remote control somewhere else for right now. All right, next up we got what's this, columns? I ain't never bust columns in a while, so I think it's like Tetris, but let's go up in there, pop it in, plug it in. I don't see nothing. We might have to blow that again. That ain't a good jump. Get in here. There we go. There we go. Right there. Can y'all see that? Columns. All right. Let's... I think it's like Tetris. Oh, you can do diagonal in this one. I actually like that. I like that you can do diagonal. All right, so that is columns in a nutshell. So we're gonna go back to the beginning right there. We're gonna hit the reset button. Now, like they had this little volume knob up and down here that you can do if you put headphones in. That's actually really cool. We're gonna turn that one off. I love that the controllers, I love that the cartridges fit real snug up in there. Like, you gotta fight to get your cartridge back. Then we got Terminator 2. Arnold. I'm blowing them out just in case there's any kind of dust in there because, you know, can't beat Sega, man. Look at that. First time. Pop in and go. You cannot beat that to save your life, bruv. Okay. Okay, that was I never really heard that sound before. That was kind of creepy. That was weird, but okay. I'm trying to give y'all some light so y'all can see some of this stuff. Hopefully my cartridge ain't got no problem. It got some wear and tear on it, but all right, we're gonna go back up. All right, there we go. I think there we go. I think we in the house now. There we go. There we go. I think we in the house now, man. I was wondering if we was in the house. I think we in the house now. There we go. There. Look at them graphics. Remember, this is Sega Genesis. This is Sega Genesis, bro. Sega Genesis. 10 years ago, the machines of the Skynet. I was trying to read that. You ain't give me enough time. I'm gonna zoom in a little closer so y'all can get like that first person perspective like what I'm getting right now. Why? Because I'm directing the camera. So if I'm directing the camera, I can make it what it is. There we go. Because I'm directing the camera, I can make it what it is. Now, the thing I like to used to do back in the day is just let the game run and just watch it. All right, let's have some fun. Let's do this. They're letting me know. Yeah, we on deck. We got it. We got it. Okay. What's the options? Oh, I forgot you could use that John. That's banging. Game start on credits. Play sound effect. Play music. Nah. Let's go. was number 6. I didn't do so bad. All right, let's can I put the light on? All right. All right. Let's do the next one, shall we? Let's bust the next one. So we're gonna hit reset, power off. We're gonna pop out, put it in here, just like that. Next, we got World Series Baseball 1996. Pop it up in there, hit that power on. I think we got it. I think bingo, amigo. There we go. I'm gonna zoom in so y'all can get the screen. Gotta love it.
Now batting for the Astros, the center fielder, number 9.
Rain. All right. Oh, crap. A contact. Oh, crap. All right, let's put it right here. That was a ball. That was over the plate, man. Throw a nice slow ball. There we go. You know what? Let's do a slider. What, you gonna try to steal a base? All right. Are you even gonna swing, my bro? Curveball. Since you can't hit it, I'm gonna do it slow. Get the ball.
Next up, for the Astros,
Sven
second baseman,
Hungstrom.
number 7. Next up, for the Astros, the first baseman, number 5.
Can we get him out? Can we get him out?
It's a high fly ball.
Is anybody over there?
Home run.
Are you kidding me?
For the Astros,
Are you kidding
the right
me?
fielder, number 3.
That kind of sucks. All right. That was, oh my God, that was bad. All right, that was kind of bad. I ain't gonna lie. That was a Sega Sports Baseball. Now we got Bassmasters, Sega Bassmasters Classic. Gotta love that. Sorry, it's getting kind of dark in the room. It's from the sun going down. Might have to put the spotlight up. All right, let's put the Sega. I ain't even blow on this one, so let's see if we got it. If I have to blow. Nah. You gonna have to blow. Some of these cartridges might have some dust in them. I need to clean them better. My fault. Still got some darkness going on here. I really don't want to play Bassmasters, but I want to see it boot up. There we go. There we go. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about right now. Okay, it's kind of weak there, but it's all right. It's kind of weak sauce, but it's all right. Let's move on, shall we? So we're gonna reset that right there. Power that off. Pop out there. Okay. Now we got some arcade classic Centipede, Millipede, Missile Command. You know what that is? That's gonna be the Atari John. What else we got here? Football 94 and NHL 94. But let's do something fun first. Let's do that Alter Beast. And this is season right here. You see that? That's season. Look at all this season. Look at all the season on this right here. That's season. There's some season right there. There's some season. All right, so let's take it back. Let's take it back. Do. Take it back. All right, Alter Beast up in there. Power up. Nope. Right, clean these Jonies out. All right, ready? Booyah. Bingo, amigo. We're making sauce.
Live from your grave.
Power up. Why you just stand there and pressing the button to kick? Button ain't that responsive.
Welcome to your doom.
Yep. My controller needs to be oiled or something. Something's going on here with my controller. Hold on one second. We gotta swap out controllers. Alright, got me a new one. There you go. Yeah, this is much more responsive. The other one had like gum in it.
Welcome to your doom.
See, just swapping out the controller, instantly I started playing better. Alright, so I'm gonna let myself go just because I want to rock to the ending music real quick when you die. Too late. I'm about to go though. Brother about to be out. About to die right now. I'm trying to see if I can change it to the bear one time. I don't know. We'll see. No, I think chances are it's about to be out right now. Oh, we at least get the bear. Alright, that was Alter Beast. Gotta have some fun, man. Gotta have some fun. Gotta have some fun. Alright, we're gonna start it over. Where the Alter Beast be. Gonna turn that off. Pop out that cartridge. Since we going through the stack, might as well see that football boot up. Come on. Might as well see that football boot up one time. Come on, 94, bring it home for Jerome. Why is it flashing like that? Probably some dirt in the cartridge. Dirt in the skirt, May. Dirt in the skirt. National Football League Association.
NFL Football 94.
Come on. You gotta have some kind of demo, y'all. Don't let me down. Show me some starring Joe Montana. Come on, bro. Have a demo. Can we get a demo? Can we get a demo? Demo. No? No demo?
Welcome to the game between the San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's a beautiful day here in Kansas City. The kicking team comes on. Here comes the kick. It's on its way. Caught to the 10, down at the 18. A 17-yard return. The Chiefs will start 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
I know y'all feeling that mad now, ain't you? Cover by cover formation.
The Niners set up in the 4-3. Kansas City in the I formation. Good blocking. Look out. Up the middle. Knocked off his feet. He's down at the 20-yard line. 2nd down and 8 for Kansas City. 4:43 on the clock. Kansas City lines up. The pass. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd
I like how
down.
it took the little,
The Chiefs
it cropped
on
in the
Chiefs
screen
20.
and went there. I do
No
kind of like
score.
that. I'm only going to run one more play, then we're going to stop this one. Like, I forgot. I mean, it's not as graphically demanding as what you guys play now with like the Madden, but it's got some great little features and fun fact. All right. It's 3rd and 8. We can do
Man in
this.
motion.
We can do it. He's open. He's
Puts
open.
it up. He fires over the middle. Overthrown.
Damn. One more. One more. Come on. If I could find somebody who's open, it would be really good. All right. There we go. One more.
The kicking team comes on.
4th and 8. Yeah, well, yeah, we got enough. Wind out of the east, 4 miles an hour. Laces out, Dan.
Kansas City gets the punt away.
The laces were out.
And he's got it. He's hit as he gets to the 45-yard line. San Francisco takes over on the 45-yard line.
We gonna reset that real quick.
NFL Football 94.
Alright, sorry. Yo, like I told y'all, let me turn it off. I'm not a streamer by no demands, so I've been ignoring the chat the entire time. I'm so sorry. So I was like, yo, man, you ain't answering nobody. Look, I don't normally do this, so charge it to my head, not my heart. I'm sorry, guys. We got like 3 minutes left. Like, I could do one more game. Sorry, I am so sorry. I didn't pay attention to the chat. Like, you don't understand, I'm a gamer first. Like, I like streaming and I like putting games for you guys, but I'm a gamer first. Sometimes my focus is on that. I'm in the zone right now. I'm gonna take you over to my wall and I want y'all to say in the chat whether you're yes or no, and we're gonna pick one more game to bust real quick before we out of here. No, I'm not doing the NFL 94. I mean NHL 94, but thank you. All right, so I'm gonna take you with me. Let me lift you guys up. You ready to go? You ready to go? I'm ready. You ready? We ready? Yeah, that's a lot of pain right there. All right, so we got Sonic the Hedgehog 1, Sonic Hedgehog 2, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 over here. Can y'all even, somebody's like, I can't see. You can't see. Is that better? There you go. Mortal Kombat 1, Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3. We got Tasmania, Cool Spot, Jurassic Park, Bulls versus the Blazers, and the NBA playoffs. We also on this wall over here, I have, well, we did tournament edition. I have, oh, that ain't that good. Never mind. Let's stick to this wall. Let's stick to this wall over here. All right. All right. Overwhelmingly already, I see Mortal Kombat. Jesus. All right. So let me take that. Take that Mortal Kombat. Y'all wanted to see that? Y'all wanted this Mortal Kombat? Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3, Mortal 1. How you gonna ask me if I know the blood code? Of course I know the blood code, bro. Do you know who I am? Is this the first time on my channel? Do y'all not know? Do I know the blood code? Bruh, I am old as hell. I better know the blood code. All right, so let me set this up. All right, we're back. Let's move back over to the station right here. Are y'all there? Hit that light, spotlight on James Brown, y'all. So that's that Mortal Kombat y'all wanted. We gonna. Oh, I taped the box closed. Why I tape the box closed? I think the box kept popping open, so I put tape on it because the box kept popping open on my wall. We don't like that. So let me put the tape here for a quick second. Grab the tape off of here. I know it's ghetto as hell, but that's why y'all here. That's why y'all subscribe. Y'all like ghetto-ness? I am ghetto. I'm from the ghetto. Good times anytime you want a station. Good times anytime. There we go right there. You see that? And it's got the book too. Not getting hassled, not getting hustled. Keeping your head above water. Making your ways when you can. Temporary layoffs. Good time. Yeah, I think the box is broken so it doesn't stay closed. That's why I taped it. But y'all see the Mortal Kombat right there. Y'all see the Mortal Kombat right here. Can y'all see that? Like Britney Spears. All right. We're going to pull that football out. I do like the fact that the Genesis grips your controller. I mean, your cartridge really hard. All right. Oh, dropped the controller. Slid off the edge. All right, let's try that again. All right. What we got here? I don't see it.
You done? I'm still going.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, because he wants his milk.
Alright. There we go. We up and running. It only took 2 tries, like just like an old Chevy. There we go. Like an old Chevy. Took a few times. Let's see if we got it. Y'all want to see it? Y'all said y'all want to see it? Let's see if we can do it right here. A-B-A-C-A-B-B. A-B-A-C-A-B-B. There we go. See? You gonna ask me if I know the blood code. Of course I know the blood code. Alright. I'm trying to get y'all at a good distance so y'all can see the screen. Alright, y'all ready? Sega! Alright. Let's bust it. Let's see if we can do Dullard. Down, up, left, A, right, down. Left, left. All right, let's try this again. Down, up, left, left, A, right, down. All right. Down, up, left, left, A, right, down. You know what? Let's go ahead. Let's just go ahead. Let's go ahead into it. We did one code. I do miss the talking from Mortal Kombat, but all right. That's what we talk about right there. What y'all talk about? What y'all know about that? Sega! Bye, Johnny. There we go.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, who still got it? Who still got it? All right, so I'll tell you what. I'm going to reset it right there. We're going to turn it off. We're going to pop out this cartridge. We're going to put it back in the box. Back in the box. It's got the book. That's right. It's got the book. All right. Pop this joint up in here. All right, ladies and jelly spoons. I told you. Y'all think your boy ain't got it. Your boy still got it. So now, gaming only begins, unfortunately, in the moments of when it starts and when it stops. And unfortunately, right now, gaming has to stop because the power hour is over. So I'm going to put my games back up on my wall. There's the Mortal Kombat. We're going to put the NBA Jam up there, too. I'm going to pop NBA Jam right up here. There we go. Everything in its place and a place for everything. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take my cartridges, pop them back in my boxes. I'm going to take my Sega Genesis right here and pop it back behind here. Behind here, that's where all my game systems are. And this has been another delightful day. Sorry to sound like Mr. Rogers as I'm spinning around the game dojo. My computer says it best right there. See that screen? Yeah, my computer says it best. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and jelly spoons, keep that game tight like Kobe did on game night. Your game is on, and it's always strong. And when it's on, it's like hot butter drizzled over that new Donkey Kong. Now, for my patrons, I'm going to get there sooner or later, but it ain't going to be now. I ain't got that new Donkey Kong. I ain't going to be busting that new Donkey Kong right now. So sorry about it. Y'all going to have to wait for that gameplay. But like I said, such is life. I got enough games to hold me over. But for those of y'all who want to see the Donkey Kong gameplay, don't worry, we'll get there. It just ain't gonna be day one today. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, I love you guys. Thank you for chilling with me for some old school flashbacks. This has been In the Vault, Sega Genesis style, Super Nintendo Sega Genesis. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Can't do this on Nintendo. Genesis does, Genesis does, Genesis does. But Nintendo does too. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for joining me.